because game number 4 is getting underway, and I'm curious if he's made any changes with it or if he's going to go with what he knows best.
He's just going for straight power here.
Yeah.
I like it.
I actually, Rdu's got a water elemental in his hand too, and with the mirror image back behind this, so it looks like the weapons are completely checked this game.
I wonder if he's got Snow Chug in this as well, or if it's just straight up tempo mage.
I'd be a little bit surprised, but what a great opening hand for RDU. I mean, how much more can you possibly ask for?
Some extra cards.
Yeah, actually didn't play the Mana Worm on turn 1, and this is to avoid Fiery War Axe. You know, wants to play the Mana Worm and then the mirror image back behind it. Love that he's taken into account the patience involved with this play.
Yeah, it's just a great sequence here
gets
from
punished
RDU.
too. Just draws another Mana Worm.
Yeah, that would have been actually perfect if it were to happen that way, but you know, it's still the right play from RDU here.
I suspect a slam this turn.
Just allowing, you know, Cruel Taskmaster to maybe clean this up next turn and then start to check the mirror image.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like he might get aggressive with this Inner Rage. He's thinking about it. This is what happens when you have your back against the wall in a matchup like this. You know, you start to overthink every little situation. I'm not saying this is wrong.
Yeah, exactly where I wanted to go with this one too. You know, considering all the little things that come into this, those make a big difference. And with this mirror entity here, does SuperJJ know that this is mirror entity?
You know, you got to believe that SuperJJ is going to know that it's Mirror Entity, but here's the thing. What does RDU really do this turn? Mirror Entity, not great. You're going to get something like Acolyte of Pain, and you're not super excited about it. And then if you just draw 2 cards from Arcane Intellect here, you're giving, you know, initiative back over to SuperJJ here.
Yeah, you do have the taunts on board to kind of buy you some more time, and with 2 water elementals, I think he's going to feel pretty good about this.
Oh yeah, the water elementals are going to do some absolute work in this match.
Yeah, SuperJJ wants to be a little bit more patient with everything. I love the Acolyte of Pain here, but this water elemental is about to start getting busy. And that is, I mean, this is looking like,
Ooh,
oh, well,
picked up an execute here.
Right when I want to talk about the situations people could be involved in and what it could mean for them, just draw execute flat out.
Yeah, he just draws execute here to be able to pick off this water elemental. But the problem is for SuperJJ, there's another one in RDU's hand.
Yeah, that is a big problem too, and he has to chew through these mirror images first. So
the emotes keep flying back and forth.
RDU's getting a little bit salty here.
He's still got a pretty good turn here if he wants. He gets the water elemental and Mana Worm here, and he's got a bunch of spells to back this up.
Yep. SuperJJ, a weapon here, I actually think wouldn't be too bad of a draw. Would be able to start fighting against his board state, but right now he's going to have to settle for a second Acolyte of Pain. And does he feel like he wants to actually coin out this Frothing Berserker as well, or coin out the Acolyte of Pain here?
Yeah, the old tempoed Frothing Berserker. We've seen some people be really aggressive with them here.
Yeah, I actually like this play a lot too, because running into the mirror images is going to buff this up. So Water Elemental doesn't have like super clean attacks in the spot, and it is being threatened by the Frothing Berserker at the same time.
Yeah, and he just creates board tension. I mean, he can't just sit here. If you give the tempo deck too much time, they're going to beat you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And RDU, mindful of the fact that he needs to start picking, you know, first step first, shut off the weapons, and then these Acolyte of Pains have to start getting picked off. But he's seen SuperJJ use an Inner Rage and a Cruel Taskmaster. I think he feels pretty darn comfortable.
Yeah, and he gets to draw some extra cards here this turn. This is something SuperJJ hasn't really had a chance to do yet.
Step 1. Not a shabby draw
Not
at
a
all.
shabby, yeah, not a shabby one at all. He's already got Grim Patron plus Warsong Commander and a Whirlwind and a Battle Rage. This game's looking great for SuperJJ if he survives.
Whirlwind gets picked up too.
Yeah, is there? I was gonna say, I think he just Battle Rages here. Yeah.
Well, given his hand context, I don't see another play really.
Oh, he's even got Grom in here. This is something I heard Zalay talking about this on a stream the other day. He actually thinks Grom is pretty good back in this deck because no one's expecting it anymore because everyone's moved away from it.
Yeah, that's really the big sign of metagame fluctuation, is that when people take cards out of their decks and you don't start expecting them anymore, these big surprises come back in and haunt people.
You know, I'm kind of surprised he played the Armor Smith and Armored Up here and didn't Gnomish Inventor, because I just feel like he's trying to find an Emperor here, right?
That could be the case, but he also just might be wanting to dig to a second execute.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just play the Gnomish Inventor then and draw another card? I'm just, I mean, I'm sure he has a reason here. He probably just wants to gain a bunch of armor in the next turn or two, but it's still a little surprising to me.
It puts a little bit of pressure on RDU to answer everything correctly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just getting a lot of life. I mean, you have 3 minions out right now. You can always just play the Gnomish Inventor next turn. He doesn't expect to draw an Emperor Thorus on next turn. He's also still got plenty of time to find it.
Picked up a shield block as well, too, so you got to believe he's got shield slam in this deck.
Oh, there's the execute.
Great draw for SuperJJ here.
But now what does he think this secret is?
You have to believe it's Mirror Entity. I mean, you've seen one already, and it's Tempo Mage. You can't believe it's Duplicate.
That is a frightening draw at this point. He's going to save the Armor Smith here as well, though.
I love this Whirlwind here before he procs the secret as well.
Yeah, gets information whether it's duplicate, whether it's counterspell. RDU does not have a non-mirror NC secret in his deck either. Wow, that is a major swing in what is happening right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna make sure this isn't counterspell here. You know, I love the sequencing for SuperJJ.
Still could have been Spellbender. That's why that Era plays that Spellbender, by the way, so
Yeah.
you can't check for the counterspell.
There's the Emperor as well.
Yeah.
There are a lot of emotes going
Yeah,
back and forth.
RDU is
Somebody
salty.
squelch someone, please.
No, don't squelch him. I want them to suffer. Yeah, nothing left for RD. This is a miserable board position.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be going to a game 5.
Yeah, sorry that happened. Sorry that happened. Sorry, not sorry. You know, just this is so brutes.
Maybe try to get a little bit under each other's skin. Do these guys know each other pretty well?
I mean, I would venture to say they do.
Yeah, I would if I had to guess. Yeah.
A lot of the, that's just the kind of the feel I get from a lot of players in the league is that they all kind of know each other and they practice together. You know, that's something common among professionals.
Yeah, and then SuperJJ gonna have a great turn here. He's just gonna get everyone in here.
Yeah, this is the closeout. RD's been run out of cards. I mean, I guess he could draw Flame Strike, but even if he draws Flame Strike, still staring down a hand of 6 cards.
Yeah, I mean, even Flame Strike doesn't, you know, SuperJJ just goes like Emperor. Go.
Yeah.
Like,
Have fun with that Flame Strike.
yeah.
Both fireballs gone. Armor total above 10.
That Whirling Blade's gonna be great this game.
That's the game changer right there.
Well played.
Oh, even gets to cast it for free.
RDU gonna fight this one out though. I like it.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, maybe he gets some more information. Like, say he sees the
Oh,
Grom
get a little
afterwards.
blowback here.
That's a tactical decision. I mean, again, say he sees the Grom here. This is actually a good bit of information for RDU at this point. He knows that now when he faces this deck, there's a possibility of this.
I don't think this is lethal, but this is a lot. Ooh,
10,
even a threaten from RDU here. I love it. He's mixing up the
20,
emotes.
25 damage is what I count. Yeah, you can threaten all you want. I don't think it's going to scare him at this point. RDU needs Deathwing.
That Gromish will scare you a little bit. Look at that guy. He is angry. Look at that face. That's a face only a mother could love.
Yep. Gosh, not even Deathwing will save him. Someone's always threatened lethal with their hand as well.
Oh, there's a chance. There's a chance of a Deathwing.
Come on, Deathwing!
One time.
One time.
Gah.
You stupid Draconid Crusher. Get out of this game.
How does he lose?
Oh, and he made it vulnerable to Big Game Hunter.
How does he lose? He made a 7-6.
It needs to be a 6-7 instead. SuperJJ, fantastic game from him. I mean, what more could you have possibly asked for? We're going to game number 5, boys.
And it's quick 2-game win here for SuperJJ. You've got to feel that he's the one with all the momentum on his side. He feels great about this. RDU got to be kind of kicking himself a little bit.
These last 2 games, I mean, you nailed it right there. SuperJJ has decisively won these next 2.